So picture this. Poway, California, 1992. And two teenagers meet up to jam for the first time. One of them wants to show off, so naturally, he climbs a streetlight. Pretty cool, right? Well, not exactly. He slides back down, lands wrong, and yep, breaks both ankles. Now most people would call it quits, but not this guy. He kept hobbling over to play bass in his buddy's garage. Sitting there in cast, still rocking out. And those two, they didn't just start a band. They started Blink-182. And the guy who broke his ankles? Mark Hoppus. The kid with the garage? Tom DeLonge. Along with drummer Scott Rayner, they started playing local venues. Garages, YMCA centers, even a punk rock dungeon called Soma in San Diego. It wasn't glorious, but you could see the raw energy building. Originally just Blink, they added 182 in 1994 after an Irish band with the same name threatened a lawsuit. They dropped Cheshire Cat in 1995. Skate punk call it classic. By 1997's Dude Ranch, their single Damn It hit the airwaves and Blink-182 started cracking the mainstream. While on tour with the Aquabats in 1998, drummer Scott Rayner suddenly quits the band mid-tour. Blink needed a drummer fast, and the Aquabats just happened to have one of the tightest, fastest drummers around. None other than a 23-year-old Travis Barker. With basically one day to learn the set, Travis jumped right in. According to Mark and Tom, Travis learned 20 songs in just 45 minutes. He played the whole show that night flawlessly, and the crowd barely noticed there'd been a change in the lineup at all. After that, the choice was obvious. Scott was out, and Travis officially became Blink-182's new drummer. His speed, precision, and creativity took their sound to a whole new level. The classic trio is born. 1999's Enema of the State rockets them to global fame. All the Small Things hits number 6 on Billboard Hot 100. And the parody boy band video? Iconic. Next is 2001's Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. It tops charts worldwide and was the first punk record to debut at number 1 in the US. Then comes 2003's self-titled Blink-182. Was darker, more mature, and much more experimental than their usual fast pop-punk energy, including hits like I Miss You and Feeling This. Blink-182 had become one of the biggest bands in the world, but behind the scenes, tensions were rising. Back in 2001, while Blink was riding the success of Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, Tom DeLonge wanted to explore a darker, more experimental sound. Music that didn't fit in with Blink's usual pop-punk style. He was inspired by post-punk, emo, and bands like Fugazi and Refused. Tom brought in Travis to play drums, and they recruited Dave Kennedy on guitar and Anthony Celestino on the bass. Together they formed Boxcar Racer, a side project that let Tom experiment with heavier riffs, darker lyrics, and atmospheric textures. Everything Blink-182 wasn't. This left Mark feeling hurt that he wasn't included, and the side project contributed to the stress that eventually led to Blink's hiatus. In 2005, after years of touring and recording, Tom DeLonge stepped away. He wanted more time with family and to pursue a new creative vision. That vision became Angels and Airwaves. Mark and Travis moved forward also with their own project, Plus 44, and Blink-182 was officially on pause. 3 years later, in September of 2008, Travis Barker and DJ Adam Goldstein, also known as DJ AM, were flying from South Carolina to Los Angeles after a performance. Their small Learjet crashed on takeoff, burst into flames, and tragically, 4 people on board died. Travis and DJ AM were the only survivors. Travis suffered third-degree burns over much of his body and lost several fingers, requiring extensive surgery and months of recovery. Doctors later said it was a miracle he survived. After the near-fatal plane crash, the band reunited. For a time, it seemed like the band had found their way back together, but by 2015, disagreements over schedules and the band's future led Tom to depart once more. To keep the band alive, Mark and Travis turned to frontman Matt Skiba of the Alkaline Trio. Skiba brought new energy and helped create 2 albums, California in 2016 and 9 in 2019. But for many fans, the absence of Tom was always felt. After years apart and playing in different bands, in 2022, the original trio returned. Tom, Mark, and Travis were back together, older, wiser, and ready to write the next chapter of Blink-182. 2023's One More Time becomes their third #1 album, blending pop-punk nostalgia with mature themes. From a tiny garage in California to arenas around the world, Blink-182 has seen it all. Broken bones, plane crashes, side projects, and lineup changes. Today, the classic trio is back touring, making new music, and reminding fans everywhere, pop-punk isn't just a phase, it's a legacy.